Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. Fields it right around the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 25 yards that time.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football, and he'll have a better chance to win again this week.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll look to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They'll get 17 yards there, and the Falcons are going to get a first. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Snell. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The Bucs had 0-3 here to begin the campaign, and you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season. It feels like...
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Oh, spinning away.
So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
On first down, Albert. And he's got some space here.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 44 yards rushing for him now, his first 2 carries of the ballgame. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And the Falcons are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
He'll drop to throw.
Throw left side. There's London.
Touchdown!
Drake London.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Falcons lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
23 yards, the final tally.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got Mason complete. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9 now. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end,
and this is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They'll get 34 yards there. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those...
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now a handoff up the middle. Albert, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go as a sack for a loss of a yard, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley from 3 yards out. And the Falcons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe...
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Here's Chandler on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Chandler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Snell. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Rolling to his right. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff running through the middle. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
52 blaster.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Albert. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now on first down.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Ready.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and you got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
And Davis with it left side. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Touchdown the differential, a 7-point game as we get back underway in quarter number 3.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
They'll roll him out right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Albert.
And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, yeah, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
On 3rd down, Albert. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the 1st down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll run on 1st down. Albert. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley.
Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but boy, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
On the double.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's second and goal. Here's the option. Running right. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Desmond Ridder, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Partner, wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and so these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On first down, Lawrence.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Now Lawrence to throw.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Lawrence.
Throw left side complete. That's Davis.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here we go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
I'm ready.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
They run it with Chandler.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. Now Chandler. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Buccaneers are going to have a first and goal. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They'll try again.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bucs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now back to throw.
Throws right back to London, complete again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down.
Albert. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Albert. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
He's got room at the 30.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The end result, 21 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll run on first down. Albert. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Right back to him on first down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I've played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Second and 11. Looking left sideline, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Xx1nitestandXX Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You may want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top. 2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now Lawrence on first down.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence.
He'll buy some time right. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On second down, it's Chandler. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Throwing now, Lawrence. That's complete to Chandler on the check down.
But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Ready, set.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
Out left, he's got it to Everett.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on fourth down. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Lawrence.
They'll find Everett there, complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot, so what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down?
Here's Lawrence.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
That's caught by Pitts.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
London hauls this one in.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Ready.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Come on, set. Ultra. Go ultra.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Here as he's taken down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
So the Bucs going to have a chance to go down and win it. They'll get the ball first here in overtime. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Well, the Falcons going to use another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Oh, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. What a gigantic interception here in the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, with where they're at on the field, I mean, they're already in field goal range to win this thing.
And the head coach is just talking to the special teams coordinator right now and saying, okay, where does he want the ball positioned? Because that's all you're going to do on offense. Move it to that spot. Make sure you take care of the football and probably 3rd down.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
So a win here for the Falcons. And the man leading the charge was their quarterback.